My friends, what's going on everyone? My name's Kai, welcome to the channel. Okay, so the sun has finally started coming out. It's been raining here in Japan for the last 2 straight days, and it's been super cold. So I'm excited to get out again. Today, we're gonna go on a nice adventure. We're gonna go to Asakusa, and we're gonna check out some Don Quixotes. We're gonna go to Don Quixote in Asakusa. We're gonna go to the one in Akihabara. We might end up in Ikebukuro tonight. I'm really not too sure. We'll play it by ear. Either way, I hope that you're having a good time. Today's gonna be a really fun vlog, and I'm sure that we're gonna find a whole bunch of random stuff. I don't know if you guys saw any of my shorts, but I ran into Olaf from Frozen last night. Very scary. Check out my shorts if you want to see that. Another thing I just want to mention, thank you so much to the Alternation in Orangeville, Ontario. Guys, if you are in the GTA and you love unique clothing, tattoos, medical devices, anything you can think of, good stuff at that store, man. I actually used to work there for about 5 or 6 years. The owner's a great person. Everybody who works there is great. They do great tattoos as well, tattoos, piercings. If you like my tattoos, they've done about 90% of them. I would totally recommend them. They're called the Alternation. They're in Orangeville, Ontario. If you're in the Greater Toronto area, consider stopping by. They're a great place. Either way, thanks so much for sponsoring the video. And yeah. Guys, I've got my umbrella just in case. Oh, look at that! Look at that truck! What a weird truck. I got my umbrella just in case, and yeah, we're gonna have fun. But now I'm gonna jump on the subway. It's gonna take me about a half an hour to get where I'm going, but I will talk to you when I get there. Bye! Oh, you know what I wanted to mention, the greatest thing to listen to while you're walking around, like alone in Tokyo, is the original soundtrack of GoldenEye 007 for the N64. I'm telling you, you walk out your hotel room, you got that blasting in your ear, you feel like you're going on a mission. It's awesome. All right, I'm in the subway now, so I'm gonna, oh my goodness, look at this guy. There's a good thumbnail. All right, everyone. Oh, does this have a cola? I see a vending machine over here. Does it have a cola? Everybody cola. Do you need a cola? Yes, I got a cola. If you got a cola, everybody cola. Everybody oh, for fuck's sake, there's nothing in here either. I'm telling you guys, it's hard. All right, I'm jumping on the subway now. Hey, okay, so I've got some great news. Today, I'm going to a bunch of Don Quixotes because there's something I'm looking for that I haven't been able to find yet. And this one is so new that it hasn't even come up on Google Maps yet. So, I'm gonna go in here, and you're not allowed to film in there, which really sucks. But if there's anything interesting, I'll pull my camera out for like a moment. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Oh my goodness. Look at this little lobster up here. Look at him. Big lobster. Big lobster. Okay, so in order to cross this street, I have to walk like 17 kilometers to the crosswalk. Good Lord. Oh. You see these huge billboard vans driving all around Tokyo all the time. Blaring music. Sometimes they have people performing on them. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh my God, it smells good here. Okay. Oh, there's a crosswalk here. All right, so guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Life is good. Life is good. I can't complain. I'm getting a suit made soon. I'm going to a wedding in November, and I want to put my best foot forward, you know, going forward. A lot of Japanese people here wear suits like all the time, and I'd really like to get a nice suit and show Megumi what I look like in a suit. Also, when I meet her family, I want to be able to wear a suit. Yes, I found a place in Akihabara, and it looks like I can get a suit with everything for about, I think, 50,000 yen, which is about $450. It's a lot, but I'm an adult now, and it is, when you're an adult, you need a suit. You need a suit. Because you never know when somebody's gonna die, you never know when you have to go to a wedding, you never know when you have to go to a funeral. You never know when you have to go to a big job interview. You never know when you need to impress someone. So, ever since I kind of grew up, you know, ever since I quit drinking, I've gained significant weight. Not bad weight, like not like a huge gut or anything, but my arms have gotten a lot bigger, my waist has gotten bigger, my legs have gotten bigger, every part of me has gotten bigger since I quit drinking alcohol, because I'm actually like somewhat healthy now, you know? So yeah, I need to get a new suit because my old suit, oh God, it's like 15 years old. It's like wearing your prom suit. All right, I'm gonna go in here. There's a really cool doll that I'm picking up. A doll. It's supposed to be like a scary doll, and it has human teeth. It has human teeth. It's a very strange thing. So I'm gonna go into the Don Quixote, see if I can find it, and you know. Oh wow! Look how beautiful that building is there. At some point during the trip, I'm going to try and get on some rooftops. And I don't mean like parkour and stuff. I don't mean like climb up to the rooftops. I mean like just find rooftop viewing areas and stuff. I know there's a place called Shibuya Sky, which there's a restaurant over here called Fuck Yeah. F-U-K-Y-A. Fuck yeah. I love Japan so much. All right, guys, I'm gonna go into Don Quixote. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm just in the elevator here. This store is brand new. So, yeah, there's not much here, but hopefully I can find my thing. Okay, I gotta go. All right, guys, I got one of the things that I was looking for, and I got a new earring. There we go. Many of you guys might know my spaced ear got a huge keloid in it. So, yeah, that sucked. So I had to take my spacer out. I haven't had an earring in for a while, so now I just thought I'd get one. Okay, I'm gonna continue looking around. I mean, I've got nothing really to do today. So we're gonna go down here, and then we're gonna head down to Akihabara. All right, everyone. So I did end up finding one of the things I was looking for in there. However, there's a couple more things I need. One thing that I'd really like to bring to the channel is I need to find some, this might sound so stupid, but I need to find something that's going to electrocute me. But not that much, just a bit of electrocution. And it's not a sexual thing. No, I thought that it would be fun on my, live streams, whenever I took damage in the game, I would just kind of, you know? So if I was playing a game like Resident Evil, for example, and let's say I try and do like a no damage run for the entire game, every time I get hit by something, I'll give myself a little shock. But there is a game here in Japan, and it's a game where you play with like 4 or 5 people, and each person sticks their finger on this contraption, and then it shocks one of them, you know? It's kind of like musical chairs, but it shocks one of them. So you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting shocked. So I don't want to shock myself every single time I get damaged, but I want there to be a 1 in 5 chance that I will get shocked, you know? There's also a video game that I got a little while ago on the N64. I have streamed it once, but it was so hard, I couldn't even get past the first level. It was a game that was it was just like a Japanese TV show where it's called Irritating Stick. So you take like a metal rod and you try and guide it through a maze of wires, and if the metal rod touches the wires, then it electrocutes you. And in the video game, the rumble pack will go off, but that's not the same. That's not the same at all. If the point of the game is to shock you when you make a mistake, I want to get shocked by it, you know? So I know that that's a game that they have, and they sell board games and all of that kind of stuff at Don Quixote. However, Don Quixote, while it does have everything in the world, every store has different stuff, you know? So you might find a whole, for example, in the in the Akihabara Don Quixote, there's basically an entire floor dedicated just to Sanrio characters. You know, that's not in every Don Quixote. And the prices can vary big time. I use CBD, and I use that for my anxiety and for my sleeping and stuff. And the CBD prices can range anywhere from, like, let's say $30 for a 2-week supply, all the way to like $80 for a 2-week supply. But it's the same product. It's the exact same product. So you really kind of got to walk around. Either way, now I'm heading to my next Don Quixote, and we're going to see if I can find it there. Also, the sound, the music that's at the end of my videos, the yeah, that song is something that's played basically when you walk into a convenience store here. And they have these little alarms, right? So I want to get one of those alarms, so whenever I hit a home run in my MLB streams, or whenever I have something to celebrate, I can press this thing and do a little dance. So I think that would be a little fun. Either way, I'm going to take a quick little break. I'm going to try and find a vending machine. It can't be hard to find. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try and find a vending machine with you guys, and we'll see how long it takes me to find one. So, there's no vending machine over here. I guarantee you it's at the 4-minute mark in the movie now. I guarantee you by the time we hit 5 minutes, we'll find one. No problem. No problem. No problem. Oh, this is a cool street. I've never been in this. Oh, there we go. Found one. 20 seconds. It only took 20 seconds to find one. This is a really cool area. I've never actually been here. I always go to places that I'm familiar with, but I really should. Oh no, this doesn't have any cola in it. This is all like coffee. Okay, how long will it take us to find the next vending machine? It's 4 minutes and 45 right now. Let's see. How far will it be? There's probably not going to be one on the main street. Okay, 15 seconds, guys. We're at 15 seconds. How hard can it be to find a vending machine? It can't be hard. It can't be hard. I think that we're going to find one in just a moment. Oh, found one. So it took 30 seconds. Yeah, they're absolutely everywhere here. Oh no, but it's an Asahi. I think it's a beer vending machine. Damn it! You know, I don't envy the fact that I can't drink, you know? I mean, there's nothing stopping me. There's nothing stopping me except for my own willpower, you know? Damn it, there's not a Coke in here either. There's never a Coke in these vending machines. Oh well, there's a Lawson right down the street. Lawson's one of the convenience stores here. So, I'm going to do that, and then, you know what? I'm probably going to walk around this area for a bit. I've never been in this area before. And then I'm going to go to the next Don Quixote, and then after that, I'm going to go down to Akihabara because my friend Rebecca is looking for a specific video game. So I'm going to go and see if I can find that for her. Other than that, oh, there's another vending machine. There's another vending machine. I don't want to get hit by a car though. There's another vending machine. Does it have a Coke? Does it have a Coke? Oh my God. You guys won't believe it. I could cry right now. It's a Coca-Cola vending machine. I don't know what to think. I don't know how to react. It's been months. I've been searching for months for this thing. All right, let's do it. Let's get one. Okay, so we're gonna jump on the subway and go to the next one. The subway's right here, but you know what? Right across the street, there is a this little orange sign right here. This is a Book Off Plus, and Book Off Plus usually means plus video games, plus stuff like that. Book Off is one of my favorite places to go. I actually ended up picking up a Japanese Nintendo 64 for I think $30 there. So they have really, really good prices. So I'm gonna go there first, just because I've never been here before. And then afterwards, we'll jump onto the subway, go down to Asakusa, and we'll have a nice time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, guys. I really appreciate it. Even though it's a pretty crappy day, and I forgot my umbrella back at the vending machines. Oh well. Oh, I see some cherry blossoms. Cherry blossom season is coming up. There's going to be some beautiful photos for myself. I'm really looking forward to that. And then other than that, guys, yeah, let's go into Book Off. I think that I'll be able to film in Book Off. They don't usually get mad at me. The thing is, I don't know if any of you guys have, I don't know if I'm the only like Japanese content YouTuber that you watch, but if you watch some of the bigger ones like Abroad in Japan, Only in Japan, places like that, you'll know that there's been a lot of foreigners coming over to Japan and making an absolute ruckus, you know, jumping on trains for free, breaking into construction yards, everything like that. So right now, people like myself, YouTubers walking around with cameras, especially foreign YouTubers walking around with cameras, it's I don't think the Japanese people are very happy about it right now. If you don't know about all the drama that's been going on, yeah, there's been a lot of drama going on with foreign YouTubers coming here and making an ass of themselves. So that being said, on this trip, I'm going to try my best not to, you know, push any buttons, you know? Where on my last trip, where usually it would say no filming and I would try and kind of like sneak a film, I don't want to do that anymore because, you know what? I don't want to be associated with those people. And I want to be respectful of the culture. You know, I'm Canadian, right? And I don't like it when people don't respect our culture when they're in our country. So I should definitely do the exact same thing here. You know, you should always, if you're in somebody else's country, you should live by that country's, you know, standard, not by your own. You know. Because a lot of, I mean, North Americans are very loud, right? Especially Canadians, but Americans too. We're really loud and we can be totally obnoxious compared to a lot of these other people. So if you're traveling to another country, try and stick by their rules, you know, try not to stick out like a sore thumb and just make an ass of yourself. It's just so rude when people go into other countries and act like they own the place, you know? Either way, going into Book Off now, and we'll see you soon. Let me show you why I love Book Off. So even at the cheapest retro game store that I went to, Retro Game Camp, a Nintendo 64 is 9,000 yen for the Nintendo 64 and all the hookups. No controller, nothing like that. Here, let me show you this. This is a Nintendo 64 with a controller and the a controller pack and the rumble pack and the transfer pack for 9,000 yen for the same price. If you're looking for consoles and you don't mind getting a used one, come to Book Off. It's definitely worth it. I didn't find anything in there that I was too interested in. I am planning on making a video. It'll probably come out in the next week or two, where we take we're gonna take $50 and we're gonna see how big of a Nintendo Famicom collection we can make with it, and we'll do the same thing with the N64. We'll do a $50 challenge for the N64. We'll do a $50 challenge for the Famicom as well. But right now, I am heading over to Asakusa, and Asakusa actually has some really nice temples, so maybe we'll see some temples today. I'm not too sure. Okay, I'm jumping into the train right now. Bye. Okay guys, I'm on the subway right now. I want to let you know I'm not going to go to Akihabara today. We've already gone to Akihabara 2 days in a row. Tonight we're going to spend the night in Asakusa. It'll be really nice. We're going to go to the Don Quixote first, but then I'm pretty sure that, I don't know if Asakusa and Asakusa are the same thing, and I'm just pronouncing them differently. But there's a lot of temples there, and I think at nighttime it will be really beautiful. I've got 2 sweaters on and a rain jacket in the back of my backpack, so I should be okay with warmth. And it's only 10 after 4 now when I'm filming this, so I've still got lots more time. And yeah, I'll go back to Akihabara when I want to film my video game challenges kind of thing. But tonight, all I really need to do is Don Quixote. Tomorrow, hopefully, we're leaving the hotel that we've been at. We've been stuck. We've been stuck at this hotel waiting for our apartment to become available. Apparently the people that are staying there haven't left, and it's been like 6 days. So we've been stuck at a hotel waiting for that apartment to open up. Either way, guys, I'll talk to you soon, and I'll let you know when I get to Asakusa. What's this? What is this? I'm always finding things in Japan. What is this place? Very industrial. I don't know if I'm supposed to be back here. Oh, it's a graveyard. Wow. It's a graveyard back here. You want to check it out? Wow. I've never seen a graveyard in a city before. Like in the middle of the city. Very beautiful. Wow. These stones must be very expensive. Let me flip the camera around. Wow, look how nice it is here, guys. It's very peaceful here. You can barely even hear the city. I wouldn't want to be buried right in the back corner over here. Hi. Clean this up a little bit. You know what I think is really cool? There's a guy on YouTube who restores gravestones, and he tells a story about the people who are buried there. It's very cool, very cool. The graveyard in which my mother and my grandmother are buried in, it's a very old graveyard. It's from a very long time ago. There's people there that are buried from the early 1800s, like 1810, 1812. I think the earliest that I've seen at the graveyard in my hometown is 1801. Wow, look at this. This is the kind of thing I would want. Look, there's a door and everything. Yeah, you know what's sad though? Something that's sad though is when my grandmother was alive, she paid for a plot of land for everybody in her family. So herself, her husband, and her children, right? And everybody was buried in this one plot, right? Not in one hole, but in this one area of the graveyard. And my mom is buried there, and my grandmother is buried there. And I realized that that is just for my grandmother's family, you know, so I won't be buried there. I always thought for my whole life that I would probably be buried in that cemetery just because it's, you know, the cemetery I grew up with. And yeah, it's just a cemetery that I grew up with, so I thought that I would always be there. But then now I realize that I won't be buried there. And then you got to think, where am I going to be buried? Am I going to be buried in Japan? Am I going to be buried in Canada? Wow, look how old this is. I don't know. To be honest with you, when I am buried, if I have money, like money, my idea of my burial would be, I would want a, this is a little narrow, I'm not going to go through here. I would want to be mummified. I would either want to be mummified, or I would want I would like to be taxidermied. You know, and also I would like to have a clear plexiglass coffin that will always stay transparent, and I want my body to be buried in there just like that, so you can completely see. And then I would have like a mausoleum. I would have my own little building, and inside the building I would want my rib bones to be taken out and displayed in the in like the walls. If you've ever been to this might sound so crazy, but I'm German, and I've been to a lot of the German cathedrals. And the thing is, at those German cathedrals, they actually have bones of saints displayed like in the walls and everything like that. So you'll actually, like, there was a femur bone of a saint, you know, just sitting in one of the confession booths, you know. So the removal of bones and stuff like that. And oh, and by the way, I'm not saying I'm a saint by any means. Don't get me wrong. But that's kind of what I would like to do. And that's just a dream. I'm sure that we all have different opinions on what wants to happen to us after we die, right? Look at this. Look at this. It's really nice, eh? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? This is really cool. Wow, look at this one. Have you guys ever seen what Nicolas Cage's tombstone looks like? I know he's not dead yet, but he already has his whole mausoleum built for when he does die. If you haven't seen it, take a look at it. Just look up Nicolas Cage gravestone. It's so ridiculous. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but it's exactly what you think it would be. It's exactly what you think it would be. All right. I'm just gonna walk around here for a little bit longer and see if there's anything that I can fix, you know? See if any cups have fallen over, or see if anything's out of place. But it's nice. This is a good time for me to reflect on my mom and my Oma and my loved ones that I don't have anymore. If you still have your parents in your life, make sure you call them every day. I don't want to knock anything over here. Make sure you call them every day, even if it's just to check on their hip. I call my dad every day and I ask him how his hip is, you know. His hip is fine, but I want to check on him. You never know when your mom might be gone, or your dad might be gone, or your grandma might be gone, you know? It's not one of those things where you get a date and they say, okay, listen, you better do all this stuff before March 27th, because, you know, you don't get that. You never get that. So tell your parents that you love them. Tell your grandparents that you love them, especially your grandparents. Call your grandparents, guys. Call your grandparents every day, you know? I used to call my grandma basically every day, you know, probably 3 or 4 times a week. And After my mother passed away, I realized how important it was to tell your loved ones how much you love them every day. And from the day that my mother passed away until the day that my Oma passed away, I called my Oma every single day, no matter what. It didn't matter what I was doing, no matter what, Oma would get a call every single day. And you know what she would tell me? She would say, "Oh, Kyle, this is my favorite part of the day. Even if I can only speak to you for 5 minutes, it has warmed my heart and you have made me a happy woman." You know? And I can just hear that voice in my head still. And I know that she's super proud of me. Either way, let's get out of the graveyard. Let's continue adventuring. This area looks like I'm in the city, and I'm sure that I'll find the temple, but I'm not too sure where it is. It'll be a fun night. Hopefully though, it's about 9 degrees right now, and it's 4:30, and it gets dark here at 6:30. So hopefully the temperature doesn't drop way too far. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey, I found an amazing spot to take a picture. So right here is Tokyo Skytree, and it might not look the best right now, but I'm standing directly in the middle of this street, and this would make a perfect photo, but I don't have my DSLR with me. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go on Google Maps, and I'm gonna have to put like a marker here, and I'm gonna have to come back. I'll flip the camera and I'll show you. How cool does that look? This shot on a sunny day would be a beautiful photo. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna take a little detour before I go to Don Quixote. I found an arcade here. Now, guys, remember, there's 2 different kinds of arcades. There's an arcade where you play video games, and there's an arcade where it's like a shopping district that's open air, but it does have a roof on the top of it. So hopefully we'll find some cool stuff in there. It really reminds me of, come on, Kyoto. In Kyoto, there's a huge arcade. Huge. It's probably the size of 10 football fields. It's huge. Oh, Kara Sushi. Okay, so maybe we can find something cool here. You know what I am looking for is Air Jordans. I'm looking for Air Jordans. So maybe I can find something down here. Oh, look at this. How nice it is here. Yeah, so where should I start? You know what? I'm gonna start going left just because there's the Don Quixote. There's the Don Quixote there. So I'm gonna go there, and then after we'll take a walk up and down this arcade area, and we'll see if there's anywhere where we can buy Nike stuff. Megumi wants to buy a Nike hat tomorrow. She's got the day off, and I want to get new shoes. I'm getting Jordans just because Jordans for me they're really important to me. I'm not necessarily a guy who I don't wear like a lot of brand name stuff. Like I really don't care that much. Like all my rings, right? They're all just stainless steel, right? My necklaces are real, but I'm not really. I don't care about brands really. However, when it comes to my shoes, Air Jordans, they're the most popular shoes on the earth for men. They're sought after. And my shoes are very hurting. They are very hurting. The thing I love about Jordans, they might be expensive, like expensive, but this pair of Jordans that I've had now has lasted me for 4 years, and it's finally getting to the end of its road. The shoes that I bought at Walmart 2 months ago lasted for about 5 weeks before the sole started to come off of it. So the way that I figure is I would rather spend, you know, $300 or $400 on a pair of shoes that 1 are going to look amazing, 2 are going to feel amazing, and 3 are going to last for 4 or 5 years than continuously buy a new pair of crappy shoes every 3 or 4 months. You know, I'm not down for it. This Don Quixote looks huge. Look at it. Big Don. Big Don. Okay, so I'm gonna go in there. You're not allowed, oh, the eels. You're not allowed to film inside, but I can definitely show you the eels. Good fucking Lord. Hold on one sec, let me flip the camera. Good Lord. Yikes. Look how big this thing is. Oh, that's just one. Wow. Okay, so I found some good stuff in there. Unfortunately, I didn't find what I was looking for. I found hangers, I need that. And I found a nose waxing kit. So I'll make a funny video about that. I'll have my girlfriend wax my nose. That should be a lot of fun. That should be pretty painful. Either way, yeah, it's not really nice out, but it's at the same time it's not crappy out. It's all right. What we're gonna do now is we're just gonna walk around this arcade, and we're gonna see if there's any interesting stores, and then also, oh, look at these, oh, kawaii. We're gonna go do that, and then we're gonna look for some food. We gotta get some food tonight. Yeah, we gotta get some food tonight. I don't know what we're gonna eat, but right now I'm kind of frustrated because my girlfriend and I were supposed to be staying in an apartment instead of a hotel. And the thing is, when you're in an apartment, you just go to the grocery store. You know what I mean? You can just go to the grocery store and pick up like whatever you want and then cook it there. But right now we're staying in a hotel room, and the only thing the hotel room has is a microwave. And I would really rather not eat microwave food tonight. Yeah, I would really rather not eat microwave food tonight. So I think I'll stop. Maybe we'll find something. It smells amazing here. It smells absolutely amazing here. I've never been here before. Oh, you know what? Look at this place. There's a steakhouse over here. I shouldn't eat steak all the time, though. Not only because it's, well, you know what, though? Realistically, steak is not, you gotta remember, like, everything is only expensive, everything is only expensive relative to yourself, you know what I mean? So, like, a lot of people will say, oh, the food in Japan is, the food in Japan is super, super expensive. And it's like, not if you come from Canada. If you come from Canada, I'm telling you, go to the grocery, if you're a Canadian, there's no way you're going to the grocery store. Oh shit. I thought I could lean on this. I thought I could lean on that. Oh, now I'm all embarrassed. It's ridiculous. If you were to go and get a steak at the store, you're looking at $30 Canadian. Easily at the grocery store, not at a restaurant, but at a grocery store. And it's not even good steak, you know, whereas here you can get an incredible steak for $20 at a restaurant, cooked for you and everything like that. So I'm getting a little hungry, but look at this place here. This place is called Yakiniku Motabi. Look at their menu. Menu 1, menu 2. Maybe we'll come here. Maybe we'll come here. I love yakiniku. It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing, and it looks like a nice little place. 2 for 1,000. And see, like, look, even this, like, oh, it's 2 pieces, 2 pieces for. Okay, so this place is very expensive. Never mind. Some yakiniku places are not as expensive. Like Yakiniku Like, for example. Yakiniku Like is like a chain yakiniku restaurant, and I eat there probably 2 or 3 times a week, and it's 15 bucks. It's 15 bucks for like a really good meal. What's this? What is this? Wow, a lot of these places look nice. I'm surprised that I've never been here before. I'm surprised that I've never been here before. Really nice area. All right, well, guys, if you have any suggestions of stuff that you'd want to see, if you want to do a little research, maybe there's some festivals that you want to see. Maybe there's some, yeah, maybe there's some festivals, maybe there's some holidays, maybe there's some events that are going on. And if you'd like, I can see if I can film that. That would be very cool. Until then, I'm gonna go for oh, look how cool this building is. Let me flip the camera. Look how cool this building is. Another thing that sucks about being in the hotel room opposed to being in you know, an apartment is I haven't been able to really set up my stuff yet. Like, I have a gimbal with me and I haven't even set it up yet. And it's just because everything's packed up and we're waiting to go to the next place. I've got months to be here, so I'll get it set up eventually. But it's kind of a pain. I would really prefer to be using my my DJI stabilizer right now because it wouldn't be doing this, you know. Either way, you know what? I think there might be a video game store down here because I remember the very first like night or 2 nights that I was in Japan. I remember, maybe it's not in this area. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna walk around. If I find anything interesting, I will let you guys know. And I'll find a place to eat and we'll have a good time. All right, talk to you soon. I'm so confused and I'm so clumsy, you guys. Even, I'm really glad that smokes here are only $3 a pack because somehow I've lost 2 packs of smokes on my journey today. I have no idea how or where they went at all. No idea. But I had to buy another pack after losing one, and then I just went to stop and I lost another one. And I'm thinking to myself, how? How did I do that? I've never done that in my life, and now all of a sudden I did it twice in the matter of like an hour. Either way, I'm gonna walk down this little area, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like down here because it looks pretty like scenic. So give me a second, and I'll flip the camera. All right, so I'm gonna do that. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look for the subway. I'm gonna jump on the subway, and I'm gonna. Oh my God! There's a Hello Kitty store here. I've been looking for a Mino no Tabo anything for quite a while, but check this out. There's an entire Sanrio store here. Check it out. I'm glad that I walked down this area. If anywhere in Japan is going to have a Mino no Tabo character at all, it will be in there. It's gotta be in there. It's gotta be. Either way, I'm gonna go in and see what I can find. Hopefully I'll come out with something Tabo related. I can't believe it. Not even the Sanrio store had any Mino no Tabo characters. And it's like, what? Was that like the company's like least favorite character out of all of them? I don't know, but if I can't find Mino no Tabo merchandise at the literal Sanrio store, I really don't have much confidence in it going forward. You know, that sucks. But whatever. We're gonna continue. I'm gonna continue walking, and I'm gonna look for a subway, and then we're gonna I'm gonna look for somewhere where I can get free Wi-Fi. And then we're gonna jump on the subway or a bus or something, and we're gonna head over to Roppongi. All right, so a little bit of bad news. I just checked the weather, and it is going to start pouring rain in about a half an hour, and the temperature is dropping to -2. So I do not think I'm gonna be out tonight. I do not think I'm gonna be out tonight. Oh, look at this guy, super speedy. He's out of here. Oh, guys, I knew I would end up here. Hi, guys. I knew it. Look where I am. All these people are gonna be offering tours now. Check it out. Check it out. Very cool. Very cool. So, before we leave, we'll do a we'll do a little tour of this. Okay? Let's go in. If you guys have checked out my photography, I hope that you check it out. You will notice that a lot of the photography that I did was taken right here. Look at this place. Look at this place. This is beautiful. It would be much nicer on a nice day though. But you know what? We've got a couple days of nice weather coming up, which is really nice. And yeah, and my girlfriend has 2 days off in a row, which really doesn't happen at all. She hasn't had a single day off since I got here. So, good Lord, she works hard. This might sound really bad, but I can't wait to take her out of this country. And I only mean, now keep in mind, guys, keep in mind, she wants to come. We talked about it, and she wants to settle in Canada, you know? So, now that I know that she wants to settle down in Canada and stuff, or at least come and stay in Canada for a while, I want to get her out of here, and not because of just because of the work. Just because of the work. The amount that she is expected to work, I'm not saying required to work. She'll do her normal work, but here in Japan, you're expected to like stay late after work. You're expected to go out with your associates after work and go like drinking and stuff like that. It's a lot of stuff, you know. Megumi leaves in the morning at 9 a.m. and she gets home at 2 a.m. That's ridiculous, you know. She works 2 jobs. She works the one in the morning, and then she has an hour off, and then she works a completely other job at an izakaya, and then comes home at like 2 a.m. I don't want that for her, you know. She doesn't deserve that. She doesn't. I want her to be able to live in a place where she's not expected to dedicate every moment of her life to work. You know what I mean? I didn't mean I want to take her out of the country, like kidnap her or anything like that. That's silly. But no, I would like to get her into Canada so she can just relax more. She deserves it. She deserves it. She works incredibly hard, and she never complains. She just works as hard as she possibly can with a smile on her face the whole time. And that's great. That's really cool. It's one of the reasons why I love her so much. Because, you know, having that work ethic is really cool. It's really cool. I've never met a girl who was like that before, who worked so hard but didn't complain about it, you know, just get her work and stuff. It's amazing. Either way, I really would like her to not have to work for, you know, 70 hours a week. Either way, look how beautiful this is. We're coming up to Asakusa Temple. It's probably called something different, but yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can see there's cherry blossoms up on the top. They're just branches though. The cherry blossoms have not blossomed yet. They will soon though. We're gonna be here. I'm gonna be here in Tokyo during cherry blossom season. Oh, look how beautiful this is. I really hope I don't run out of data. I really hope I don't run out of data. Now that I'm shooting in 4K, look how cool that is. Very cool. I'm gonna flip the camera around real quick. So cool, so cool. My friend, there's a good thumbnail for you. My friends. Okay, so Yeah, this is a really, really nice place. Really nice place. I've never been here while the shops were open. But, wow, what a cool place. Guys, if you can, and I know this sounds so silly, but if you can, just get down here. Just get down here, because I'm telling you, living here, you don't even need to live here. Just come and visit. Because being here, I'm telling you, it's like being on another planet. It's like being on a completely different planet. Everything is so different here. The like everything is different. The architecture is different. The food is different. The way that people act is different. It's so good. It's so good. It's the only place that I can imagine, other than like third world countries, where it feels like you're going to a completely different planet, you know? I'm sure if I went to somewhere like Haiti, or, you know, somewhere where it's really, really third world, I would also feel like I'm on a different planet. But this is like in a positive way. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys, I think you can go into the temple. I don't know. Let's go see. Let's go up here. Oh, wow. I've never been in here before. I've never been in here before. Wow. Wow. Look at it in there. You know what else is amazing? Because this is a temple, it smells so good in here. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna throw some change into the donation bin, and I'm gonna say a little prayer for all my friends who are struggling with addiction, and I really hope that you guys are okay, and I hope that you do well. Yeah, I want to dedicate these 200 yen. I want to dedicate this to all of my friends who are suffering from addiction. I really hope that this can help you guys. It's silly, but it's the thought that counts, right? Okay. Okay, so I went to do another donation, and all of my coins are gone. What is going on today? Seriously, what's going on today? I left the house today with 10 100 yen coins. I just put 2 of them in that donation bin. You guys saw it. And now I have none. I've lost 8 coins and 2 packs of cigarettes today. How? Where did they go? Like, I think I need to go home and just go to bed. Just go home, go to bed, end this day, and hopefully tomorrow when I wake up, my luck will be reset. Because my luck today is awful. It's awful. Oh, man. Okay, well, guys, I'm going to go over to this sitting area here, and I'm going to chill out for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to head back down this, this shopping area here. We'll take a look at that, and yeah, it'll be nice. This is a really nice area. I'm glad that I just kind of randomly stumbled across it. And you know what else? There's, oh, you're not allowed to smoke here. Shoot. Well, you're probably not allowed to smoke anywhere on temple grounds. Wow, look at these statues, guys. Look at these statues. Wow. Sugoi. Sugoi. Oh, spooky. Very spooky. Very spooky. Wow, what an amazing place. Hold on, let me try and get a zoom out. Nope, that's zooming in. Oh, for fuck's sake, just zoom out. God damn it. Oh, sure, for God's sake. I guess it can't zoom out to 5mm when you're filming. That's fucking annoying as hell. All right, so yes, I think I'm gonna get home. I've spent quite a bit of money today on things that I needed to pick up. I needed to pick up some medical stuff. I needed to pick up some grooming stuff. I didn't pick up any video games or anything today. I didn't pick up anything fun. I picked up a pack of hangers, you know, but that's about it. So we're just in these little back streets now, and nothing seems to really be open. So you know what? I'm gonna go through here. This might provide a better background. This might provide a better background. Yeah, that's probably nicer. So guys, I can't believe that I couldn't find a Mina no Tabo. I can't believe that. That's very confusing to me. But either way, today's been a good day. How long have I been out for? I think I left the house at 1 o'clock. And what time is it now? 6 o'clock. So I've been out for 5 hours. Feeling good. Everything's closing now. Oh shoot, I forgot it's about to start raining. Yeah, it's gonna rain big time very shortly. There's Tokyo Skytree. Not Tokyo Tower, Tokyo Skytree. Tokyo Tower and Tokyo Skytree, two completely different things. I always thought that the bigger one was Tokyo Tower, but the bigger one is Tokyo Skytree. All right, you can tell though, I'll tell you what. Yeah, with a lot of these, you know what? I like this Tengu mask though. Oh, you know what? That nose would break off in transit for sure. The problem is they have lots of cool masks here. Oh, wow. These are actually like legit masks. Wow, very cool. Yeah, they have these masks here. But, they're very expensive. They're very expensive. If you were to go to like Wano or because this place is incredibly touristy, right? So the masks here are like $20, whereas if you just went to Don Quixote and pick them up, they would be like $4. So this area is quite expensive. But you know what? Oh no, those aren't bandanas, never mind. Everything's closing anyway. Everything's closing right now. What I would like to do when I get back to Canada, I would like to start doing like IRL streams. I think that would be a lot of fun, but the only problem is I don't have data. I don't know how do people do IRL streams? Do they just like use their phone as a hotspot? I'm very confused, you know, because live streaming takes up a hell of a lot of data. So I don't know how these people are doing it. In Canada, you can't get unlimited data on cell phone plans, which is ridiculous. It's astonishing. But there is no cell phone plan in Canada that just gives you 100% data. You can have like 15 terabytes of data that you're allowed to use, but you're never allowed to just have unlimited for whatever reason. I think it's a law in Canada, actually. I'm not too sure though. Either way, it's a pain in the ass. Okay. So, we're gonna walk right out in front of here, and then I'm gonna get going. I'm going to go back to the hotel. I'm gonna relax for a bit. Maybe I'll stream a bit tonight. I'm not too sure. I mean, I don't really have much going on right now anyway. I'm probably just gonna have pasta for dinner tonight. So, yeah, I might stream later. Oh, but you know what? You wouldn't know this because this is going up like 2 weeks after I film it. So, yeah. Oops. All right, guys. Well, I'm finishing up here. I really appreciate you watching the stream. Consider, if you like my channel, consider supporting me on Patreon. You know, that would be a huge help. That would be a huge help. I would really, really appreciate it. And any money that is raised from Patreon goes directly back into the channel. I don't spend it on anything other than travel stuff. So, yeah, if you want to help out, I'm also a professional photographer. And all of my photos are available on my Patreon account. So yeah, all of my stuff is available on my Patreon account. So if you would like to at least see what it looks like, go check it out. That would be awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I will get back to you in a week, and I will see you soon. I hope that you all have an amazing week. I will be back next Sunday with another vlog. Remember, there are going to be regular, shorter form videos throughout the weeks, but the long vlogs are only going to be posted on Sundays going forward. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Greetings from Japan. I miss you guys back in Canada, and I hope you're all staying sober. Bye!
Thank you for watching そばリビング